How did you feel when you walked in for the first time in this gallery?
It's a lovely gallery.
With it all on the walls?
Oh, it's beautifully done. And I know, you know, because of the rains here, you know, there was some question of whether the gallery would be able to open because I think there were floods in this building. So I appreciate the effort that has gone into preparing the space, and I think they're hung very nicely.
Just a couple more then.
Okay, darling.
Are you looking forward to the show?
Oh, what show? Tonight, you mean?
Yes, tonight.
Well, it's a little tricky meeting a lot of people at once. I like to meet people, but under less crowded circumstances. I've always found it difficult to have a kind of conversation with people under these circumstances. So it is a little tricky, but it's part of the game.
But if you're in front of an audience or in a performance, you are having a conversation with them as well.
Yes, but it's one that is practiced and determined, and I understand the function a lot better.
The jokes are all there.
Yeah, the protocols are clear. Here it's a little difficult because it's not quite personal and it's not quite public.
Just one more, going back to the artwork. How would you describe your style?
I never had to describe it. I mean, you know, I think of it more as there's different approaches. There are watercolors, and then there are oil pastels, and then there's ink drawings, and then there's pictures that I design completely on the computer with a Wacom and a freestanding stylus, writing them right into the program, so to speak.
Are you still drawing and painting every day? Or not every day?
I tend to scratch away, you know. It's a relief drawing, you know. It's a kind of holiday from my ordinary activities. So I tend to do it whenever I have a chance.
Okay. Isn't it hard to have the holiday on display in that case?
It is a kind of a holiday in the sense, not that it's an abdication of your mind or your thought or your feelings, but a very free investigation of those.
Feelings you might have. Feelings you might
Yeah,
have.
right.
Because are you influenced by any artists like Picasso or Rembrandt, Van Gogh, dit er painters now?
You know, Caruso used to draw. Enrico Caruso, the great Italian tenor. You know, he was a great, in his day was considered the greatest singer, the greatest opera singer of his time. You know, he also did sketches. You know, I've seen a number of them. They're okay. You know, but he's not really defined by his sketches. He's a good artist, but he was a really good singer.
Joni Mitchell draws.
Joni Mitchell's a very good artist.
I've seen her stuff.
She's a very, very good artist. In fact, she did a portrait of me that is really nice.
You have it?
Do I have it? Not with me, no.
No, I mean, at home.
Yeah, it's a small one. That's around somewhere. Yeah.
Because do you display your own art at home?
No.
Or do you imagine you would?
No, I don't. I don't have anything on the walls at home.
Neither do I. They're white as well.
They're white, yeah. My son said that, you know, he said, Dad, you live in the same room everywhere. You know, it's always just a room with a table and a chair.
Table is important for you, right?
Yes, well, you know, you spend a lot of your time at tables if you're a writer.
I am a writer.
You don't?
Well, I'm a bit lazy, so I like to be on a laptop on bed.
Oh yeah, I see, right. Right. That's a new phenomenon, right?
But you're on a laptop as well, aren't you?
I have a lovely laptop.
Oh, we
I believe you had a little accident with that yesterday.
I had a little trouble with my laptop. You
On
know.
the fire window.
Pardon?
It got on fire, didn't it?
Well, no. When I plugged it in, tongues of flame shot out of the wall, and then I noticed that it didn't work.
Tried it anyway.
But the geniuses at the Apple store just down the way here were extremely helpful and put it back together.
Right. One more, and that's
Okay, Arlen.
the obvious question, which is what's next for you?
Next for me, your guess is as good as mine.
Are you going to tour?
I'm thinking about it, sure.
Good. You do.
Thank you.
I was way too young last time you did.
How old are you now?
26.
26, yeah, you were a little young. You were 13. Why weren't you there? You were 13.
But I've noticed the people of all ages love your music.
There is across, yes, I've noticed that in audiences that there are elders and the young also.
Why is that, do you think?
Just lucky, I guess.
Well, I guess it must be hard to consider your own music good or better than anyone else's.
Yeah, I don't have any trouble with that, not considering it better than anybody else's, but I always feel I'm somewhat on the outside of all these activities. Like my son is a really good singer. I never thought of myself as a good singer. I can deliver one of my own songs. I can kind of croak it through. So that I've been free from comparisons. I don't have to think of how I stack up with other singers that I really consider singers. So I mean, Van Morrison is a singer. I don't even think of myself in the same league.
But there was a tribute to you just last year.
There's been a lot of tributes and they're good because they're often done by singers. So I really do hear a lot of songs brought to life by real singers. For instance, I wrote a song called Light as the Breeze, which I know is a really good song. My own version of it is indifferent. I mean, it's okay. But Billy Joel did it on a tribute album, and it really is good. It's terrific. So.
Still, I think I prefer yours.
Oh, well, thanks a lot. Okay, friends, that's it. We did it. Go on. Go on. But we don't need this now, right?
I don't need that. I'll just get on with you.